Hi, I'm Steve Bradley coming to you again from China, and where I just been spending my evening here after a good day's work. And I'm wearing my American flag hat with stars and stripes because I just watched Barack Obama's wonderful, very long-awaited and needed farewell address. There's no fair about it, and we don't wish you too much well because you destroyed our nation. And I just think that you tried to turn us into a welfare state and pretty much succeeded, and to make our people completely dependent upon the government so that we would no longer have our individual rights and need everything from the Fed. We don't want a big brother. We love Uncle Sam, but we just don't want Big Brother Barack, and we're glad you're gone. You know, I just think it's time to have the Hussein Obama is gone party. That's why I'm wearing it. And I think that go out and have a party and celebrate that we have a new president, Donald J. Trump, who's coming into office and who is going to bring our nation back. It's going to be the greatest restoration of constitutional authority in the United States, perhaps since it was first voted on and ratified by the American people. And I think it's time for us to turn back. This is not about race. This is not about anything to do with people who are different, not about religion. It's about civility. It's about being able to tell the truth. Let's look at what Barack Obama really has done to America, not for America. He didn't do anything for America because his purpose was to dismantle America. He said that himself. He said 4 days before he was elected the first time, the first terrible day in America, he said 4 days, we are just 4 days away from the fundamental transformation of the United States of America. And he certainly succeeded. I think he set us back at least 30 years, and in some things we'll never recover. We've lost a sense of great power. We've lost a sense of destiny. We've lost a sense of being unique in the world, of being a nation that is like no other. He tried to make us like all the same, nothing special, nothing wonderful, nothing unique about the nation. But America is a unique country. We are a nation that is different from all the others. We were a revolution, not a revolution for just America, a revolution for the world. Freedom, the great experiment that lasted longer than any time that we've ever done it before. But what did Barack Obama do to us? First, he destroyed us morally. I am not against my gay friends. I'm a born-again Christian, believe in Jesus Christ, and I can absolutely say that I believe gay lifestyle is wrong before God because he said so. But hating gay people is more wrong, probably, than being gay. So, I mean, God expects us to love everybody, whether we disagree or not. And so I know that being gay is an absolute right in any society. You should be able to be what you are, I think. But changing the Constitution for marriage, which was set before the universe by God himself, which is the law of God, and making it for a man and a woman is not marriage at all. Marriage is only for man and woman. And that's what I believe, and that's what I'll always stand. But we'll never be able to go back on that. And we're going to have to learn to tolerate one another, even when we disagree. But just like straight people need to tolerate gay couples now, even though we may disagree with it, so also gay people need to tolerate people of faith who don't want to participate in that. Though we do not wish you any ill, we wish you happiness, and we wish you to have the life that you want, we also have the right to say we don't agree. We won't bake your cake. And we won't do these things, but we still love you. Nothing wrong with that. Come on, people. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have a right to our preference in life, including gay people, but also including those of us who are not gay. So he brought this into our society, which is one of the most divisive issues that could ever come into a country. And I think it's wrong, but it's more wrong to hate. We have got to learn to live together. Barack Obama has also taken us down the road socially, where he has made black against white, white against Hispanic, illegal against legal, all these things. You know, he was supposed to be the man that bring us together. What he said was the synthesis, to be able to help us to end race, the first non-racial president. He didn't do it. In fact, he made us more divided racially than any white president could have ever done. He supported all the wrong things. He's destroyed us in a big way internationally. He's more friendly to our enemies than he was to our friends. Look what happened in Israel just the other day, when he absolutely okayed them to abstain from voting in the UN so that Israel would have a vote against it. First time in American history with Israel, since Israel has been a nation, that America stood against Israel. There's been times, even when the President of the United States did not agree with Israel, but still refused to let Israel suffer a vote like they went through in the United Nations recently at the approval of Hussein Obama. He is not a great president for the United States. He is a transformational president, but what he's transformed us into is something terrible, immoral, a nation divided against itself, which will not stand if we remain that way. And he's affected us internationally, where our allies, we're not a trusted ally to anyone anymore. Many of our allies, such as the Philippines, are turning more to Russia and to China now, because America has not been a faithful ally to the Philippines and to other nations just like that. He has emboldened our enemies so that they are no longer afraid of this paper tiger, now called a paper tiger, the United States of America. We're not a paper tiger. We're greatly powerful, and we will show it again. And pretty soon, in about 7 days, 9 days, I'm counting too fast. I'm excited about it. Donald J. Trump will be at the helm. There's a new sheriff coming to town, Donald Trump, and we're going to stand up for him because he's going to put America first. It's not a big intellectual idea. It's the truth. If someone attacks your family, are you going to stand up for your family or stand up for the one attacking you? Of course you're going to stand up for your family. You're going to fight for them. You're going to stand up, even die for them. But Barack Obama, Hussein Obama, doesn't want to fight for America. He goes on apology tours and apologizes for all the great things that America's done for the world. And he makes the Muslim world hate us. Another thing, look at this. This great thing called the Arab Spring, which was supposed to bring democracy throughout Middle East countries run by tyrant dictators. Well, I personally believe there are some nations who are not ready for democracy, such as Libya, probably Iraq and Afghanistan. We cannot infuse or force or implant or force into existence an American-like constitution and American-like government in those countries who still love to hate in the name of Allah. Barack Obama brought about the Arab Spring, and he made it so that Israel was entrenched and encircled by radical nations, and gave Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt guns, military, airplanes, enough to kill Israel, enough to kill their own people. Thank God President Sisi came and put him out of power. But at the anger of Barack Obama loves America's enemies and hates America's friends. That's why he hates Trump. That's why the whole Democratic Party hates Trump. Let's face something, people. The Democratic Party of today is not the Democratic Party of your moms and dads. They voted Democrat, including my father and my mother and my grandpa, my grandma, on down the line. They voted for Democrats because they thought the Democratic Party was for the working man and woman, for the little guy, the little people. And it was true at that time. But today, the Democratic Party is not for that. The Democratic Party is actually the elite party, the party of rock and roll, the party of Hollywood, the party of the rich, the George Soros party of clowns, who funds all these things, who funded even the people who started the big riots at the Trump rally in Chicago, gave them money to go out and make it look like Donald Trump was dividing the nation. This is not the Democrat Party. Don't call it the Democratic Party. There's nothing democratic about it. We saw that. We saw that very clearly in the emails from Hillary Clinton's people, especially, some of them, they were just coming out supporting Bernie, and Bernie's worse than Hillary. He's a communist, a dyed-in-the-world communist called a socialist. A socialist is a mini Marxist, nothing different, just by another name. It will grow up into a communist state if you implant the socialism in it. Socialism is simply the seeds of communism. But yet the Democrat Party was so undemocratic that even Bernie, who won fair and square, really came out on top in many of the primaries and got fewer electors than Hillary did. What's democratic about that? That party today, excuse me, that party today is the party of division. The Democrat Party today is the party of fear. The Democrat Party today is the party of political correctness. The party that refuses to tell Americans what their real enemy and what the real challenge is before us. The Democrat Party today is the party of control. The Democrat Party today is a utopian idea that does not work. It is not the Democrat Party of your moms and dads, America. It is a party that wants to take the Constitution and shred it into pieces. There are good Democrats, of course, but they're in the wrong party. There are bad Republicans, of course, and they just need to get out. I'm not yet a Republican. Again, I used to be. I ran for mayor as a Republican in South Bend, Indiana, but I left it because I saw things I didn't like. And I still do. But right now, I see the Republican Party coming to the side of the little man. Isn't that something? How things transform. Our nation. It's amazing. I heard Glenn Beck say 2 days ago on Fox News that we survived Barack Obama. Who would have thought? Even I thought we could never survive it. But God raised up a great man, a man who will stand up for the Constitution, who will even stand up for those who would spit in his face. He'll be the president of everybody. Donald Trump is coming. He's going to be our president. We're going to work with him, and we're going to make America great again. Today, I heard Barack Obama in his unbelievable diatribe and lie about his last 8 years, which set America into the greatest pit since the Great Depression. He even said that even insurance rates are going up at the slowest rate in the history of the nation. What a great lie. Now listen to this. You hear this all the time. So you may not be used to it, and you may not pay attention to it anymore. But listen to this. Are you ready? In Arizona, insurance premiums have risen 115%. That's 115%. You got that? Take that in there and think about it. Don't just listen to it. Think about it. That means today you were paying $100 a month for your insurance. How much are you going to pay next time? $215 every month? And that's just a really simple estimate. It's astronomical. And what an astronomical lie. But you know what scares me, what freaks me out? Is that you watch Barack Obama's farewell address, and those people really believe him. They follow him. They think he's right. Even they were shouting, 4 more years. And he said, I can't do that. Thank God. He's gone. Thank God we survived it. Hussein Obama is gone. I can tell you, and there's 2 things that just make me laugh out loud when I think about it. I was here on election night, here in China, watching on the news, and scanning all the different sites where I could go and keep watching without it getting cut off. And I just found myself at my desk, just bursting out laughing. I couldn't believe Donald Trump actually did it. I was just so happy. And now, today, as I was watching this speech, this farewell address, I call it the good riddance address. And I thought, you know, we're finally taking the garbage out. The garbage, this is the greatest first step of draining the swamp, was getting rid of the swamp master, Barack Hussein Obama. And it makes me laugh out loud. And the day that I see Donald Trump put his right hand up and take the oath of office, put his other hand on the Bible next to his beautiful wife, I'm going to also first thank God out loud, and then I'm going to laugh out loud and say, yes, now it's time to go make America great again. President Trump, we are totally with you, and we're going to take America back. We already have. And we're going to bring other people who don't believe anymore. America, this is our chance. We need to turn back to faith, turn back to the Constitution, the rule of law. We need to follow what's right, and we need to be not afraid to invest in America again, to take a risk. You know, I live a pretty good life in China, I have a really good job, but I'm very excited about coming back to America and starting over again. I'm almost done with my PhD, and just passed my comps yesterday. And I'm going to come back to America again, and I'm going to give my service to him, to our fellow people, to our fellow Americans, to our nation. And I'm going to reinvest in America again, because I believe we can. Now we have time. Now we have a chance. It's time to do it. You can do it too. I'll do it. You do it. We'll all do it. And we'll all do it for one reason: to make America great again, to make America safe again, to make America strong again. We have to rebuild our military. That's the other thing I wanted to mention to you. That's the other thing I want to mention to you, that he has totally destroyed our sense of power throughout the world. And we need to rebuild it, make it strong, and I know Donald Trump will. Rebuild our Navy. My son has been fought for the nation. I'm proud of him, and we need to stand up for our veterans. All the things that he promised, I know will be done now. So together, as we await January 20th, and I'm going to get back on live video at that time, and I'm going to say, thank God, and MAGA, make America great again. Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, President Trump, I'm very proud to be your constituent together. Now let's go make America great again.